My grandmother would make comments like, I want to see Kyra married before I die. I'm like, Granny, like, okay, we don't have to go down that path.
No pressure.
Right. Thank God she's still here on this earth. She's 93 years old and
Oh, wow, that's
she lived
amazing.
to
Thank
see
God.
us
Yeah.
get married. She lived to see us. And then after we got married, I want to have another and she had plenty of great grandchildren. I
Right.
want to see you have a baby before I die. I'm like, okay.
Right.
So she saw all that too. But at any rate, I just think that there's this expectation that maybe your family sets for you or society or even expectations that you set for yourself, that this is going to be the mile marker to determine or to tell me that I'm ready for X, right? So it
Right,
could
right.
be the mile marker to tell me that I'm ready for a child, or I'm ready for a new career move, or I'm ready to move to Hawaii and do awesome things, or I'm ready to leave, like, and do something, leave the nest if you're a young person still at home. And so, you kind of have to get rid of those self-inflicted expectations based on what your experience may have been, and just be
Mhm.
willing to really step out, do something different, and then know that, prayerfully you have a safety net, a family, a friend group that you can fall back on if something happens, God forbid, and you make a mistake or you need to return back home. And
Mhm.
so I think once he got to the point of, well, she's not going anywhere. Because I'm like, hey, it's not about us getting married right away to have the big lavish party. It's about, showing that additional commitment, and then also showing that additional safety and security. That's what I felt that I needed, right? And I made a decision for myself to, like, hey, if you're not ready, that's cool, but we don't have to live together anymore. We don't have to continue to
Mhm.
cohabitate and play like we're married when we're really not. And so I took it upon myself to go and look for an apartment. I was going to do all these things. And equated me getting my own place as to us breaking up. I'm like, no, we didn't always live together and we were together. So it's
Mhm.
just something that I felt like I needed to do for myself. And then literally, I paid the deposit for this apartment, and I don't know, a couple of weeks later then he proposed. But little did I know he had already had the ring and was waiting for it to be paid off, because he didn't want to
Oh.
have,
Mm,
a ring that on my finger that
Oh.
he was still paying for.
mm.
Didn't
Mhm.
Of course I didn't know. It would happen in the month of June, and he was like he was gonna wait until the end of June to do it on his birthday, which is June 29th, but he ended up doing it like on Father's Day weekend.